my strategy with keywords is usually to go very broad in the beginning and monitor what is happening. So be very ready to stop keywords that can waste my budget. It's usually also a very good strategy to prepare a negative keywords list before basically going wild with the campaign. So what are broad keywords? Broad keywords, as you can see in the guide, will harvest everything. So what does it mean, will harvest everything? Broad keywords just tell Google to get you anything that has some kind of similarity to your keyword. It could be even a very different phrase, but with the same meaning. So we will check the official documentation in the next video, but keep in mind that this can be very, very dangerous because you can bring home very unwanted clicks and very unwanted visitors. A very good example is people looking for free stuff. So most of my campaigns are, they have the free negative keywords is basically the first one. We will see now some example in the guide, but that's good one. But broad keywords are super useful because they can give us the sort of volume of searches. They can tell us what people are actually looking for without going too specific. We might find that people are looking for our product but with some kind of variation or specific things. So it's important to have broad keywords in the beginning and incrementally limiting them with negative keywords. In the first days of our campaign, we want basically to get 4 things. We want to understand these main 4 points. So if users are actually and they are looking for your product, so if they are actively searching for what you're offering, if they are there, and there's volume for that, the keyword planner can give us this, but again, it's not real time, and maybe you are doing something that is just picking up, or you have a seasonal product. So that's very important. If you have broad keywords and you start seeing a volume of users looking for your solution, then you have an hint. Then there's a second thing, that is you understand who you're competing with through the auction insights that we'll see. Again, in the very beginning, we throw these keywords and we don't separate them in ad groups based on the semantic. We just do that. It could be a good practice to do it from the very beginning, but we will see this advanced tactic later. Again, maybe in the very beginning, it's better to just have one ad group with some ads and harvest these search terms. We will see how to evolve them, how to make sense out of them. The third point is what I just said. So we want to see, actually we spoke about it in the previous video, what they're actually looking for. So for example, if you have an AI audio summarizer, maybe they're looking for YouTube summarizer and you don't offer there, but you see there's an opportunity, you see you can make them pay for it. So that's a good one. That's a good thing that you can see from the search terms. And finally, this is a bit more advanced, but when you start exploring geographies, when you start exploring different audiences, you can see that, for example, you have a very good cost per acquisition in the US or in Australia, and you should leave Europe out of it because they are not really interested. And again, this could depend on everything, maybe just some new regulations, some new rules, some new competitor cannibalizing the market. It's impossible to predict this. That's why, with Google Ads, you always test.